Hi, all. Good evening. Today we will be talking about the medical writing mastery from beginner to expert. This will be an introduction, or this is like a demo class where it gives you a brief idea of what medical writing module which we are offering currently will consist of. It's like a demo class. So first of all, I'll introduce myself. Myself, Dr. Mahima, who I'm working as senior medical writer. So currently I do have overall 5 years of experience into medical writing. So we'll begin. So we'll start with the course introduction and the learning objective. So first of all, welcome all you to this module. So in this module, we will be giving the brief intro. In this overall session, we will be learning the brief intro, like what our module covers and like what aspects we will be speaking out in the upcoming modules. What are our module consists of, or like how this will help you to or draft your career paths. All this will be covered in this. So first, getting into the introduction, we will introduce to the medical writing and explore its vital role in real-world healthcare and pharmaceutical environment. And this course is designed in such a way for both the fresh graduates and also the current pharmaceutical professional who is interested in launching or who want excel their careers into medical writing, like who all want to change their domain from one domain to the other domain. For example, say you are a working regulatory affair professional who wants to change your career to medical writing. For those people also, like the module is designed in such a way which gives a great insight for both the freshers as well as for the who are currently working in the pharma industry in different fields. So coming into this course, we will be talking about the fundamentals of PV, like pharmacovigilance, the PV workflow from data collection to this will also cover the career paths and opportunities in this field. So this, as I told you, this is designed for both freshers as well as the working professionals who are working in some other domain other than the medical writing. So we'll be starting it from base. So in the first module, you can see we will be talking about the fundamentals of PV, what actually PV means, how the word has been derived, or how this has been segregated. And we will be talking like how a document flows from one department to another department, and where the medical writer actions comes in. And we'll also talk about what are the different formats that is available in the medical writing. And finally, we will be also talking about the career paths and opportunities in this field. So I just wanted to be like PV is a huge branch which consists of different departments. It's not only medical writing, it has various huge departments which all together contributes to medical writing. This module is specifically designed for medical writing. So we will be talking about what are the aspects of medical writer, the roles and responsibilities of the medical writer, and the day-to-day responsibilities of a medical writer. What actually does medical writing means, and what are all the sub-branches the medical writing has. By the end of this course, you will have a clear understanding of how medical writing integrates with the pharmacovigilance and contributes to patient safety and regulatory compliance. So ideally to say, what does this for pharmacovigilance means? Pharmacovigilance is nothing but to keep a watch on drug safety. So what does this medical writers do is to write a report in compliance with the regulatory guidelines in order to maintain the patient safety. For example, see if drug is launched into the market, not only into the market before even when the drug molecule has come into existence from the beginning of clinical trials to post-marketing, like when the drug is released into the market. Till all this steps, medical writer has some part in drafting all the report in compliance with the regulatory bodies. So each regulatory bodies have each different guideline. So based on the guidelines or based on the MAH, like marketing authorization holder, like who is the one where the drug is being marketed first. For example, say we are marketing some XYZ drug in United States of America. So we do have separate guidelines for US. That is what like US FDA. So based on those guidelines, we will be writing an report and we will be submitting it to the regulatory bodies. So ideally, medical writing itself means to contribute to the patient safety in compliance with the regulatory bodies. So here we will be first learning the definition of what medical writing is. Medical writing is a professional practice of creating clear, accurate, and effective written content related to healthcare and medicine. As I told, like it is a practice for creating a clear, accurate content in order to be submitted to medical regulatory authorities and in compliance with their guidelines. So what we do, like medical writer, like if I say medical writing is a thing, if you are writing a document, you must be making clear like if you're writing some complex documents, like if you're writing this regarding the clinical trials, if you're developing some clinical study protocols, or if you're writing some investigation budget, that should be used, that we have to keep in mind. This has to be understood even for the profession who belongs to other than the medical field, say non-healthcare profession also, like even the normal public also must understand this document. And this document should be 100% in compliance with the regulatory bodies. Like we have to follow all the guidelines, we have to follow the particular guideline which is mentioned. And based on the guidelines, based on the points mentioned in the guidelines, the report needs to be drafted that is understood by the medical patients, and that has to be submitted to the regulatory authorities. So the second line itself states like it involves translating complex scientific and clinical information into accessible formats for various audiences. As I told, this document is not only for healthcare professionals, this is also for non-healthcare professionals who are reading out. Like we can see the normal audience who are looking at the document, it should not include all the complexity of a complex word where one cannot understand this. It should be in such a way that like even the normal public was reading out, this should be understood by even normal audience. In this slide, we will be talking about different types of medical writing. As I told, medical writing is a huge one which includes different types of reports. So if you ever come across different theories as a fresher, or if someone is working into the pharmaceutical industry, they must be aware like you will be finding different job roles saying we are hiring for scientific writer, or we are looking out for the clinical writer, or we are looking for the aggregate report writer, or like we are looking out for the post-marketing report writer. So these are different titles, but all this belongs, or like all this comes under medical writing itself. So we will segregate like what definitely comes under which writing. So here, if you see from phase 1 to phase 4, we do have different types of writing, and these different types of writings as named as different. Like for example, say if you are writing clinical writing, nothing but that include clinical development stage. For example, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. This is the clinical development stage. So, and the documents written in the clinical development phase are known to be as clinical writing documents. They are hiring for a clinical writer, which means the JD might include nothing but the job description include the study protocols. You will be writing the study report. You will be drafting the investigation brochures, or like for the scientific writer or scientific publications, we will be writing the manuscript, abstract, or like we will be preparing various posters or publications. Apart from this, in the pre-marketing piece, we will be writing details to us nothing but developmental safety update. Good. Coming to the post-marketing, like you will be writing periodic safety report. And apart from this, as I told, we do have different regulatory bodies for different countries. For example, you must all be aware of DCGI, which is located in India, that is the regulatory body in India. Apart from DCGI, we have SEDESCO, which acts as a main regulatory body in India. So if it comes to US, we do have US FDA, and for EU region, all EU regions, we do have regulatory body called European Medical Agency. That is a regulatory body which is heading in Europe. So as such, for different countries or different regions, you can say there are different regulatory bodies. So in this post-marketing report, there are here, which we have mentioned as periodic safety update report, PSURs or period. These are the ideal report that has to be submitted in the EU region. So other than if you are submitting the post-marketing report in US, those are called as periods. So I'm not going in depth because as it's an introduction, yes, I just want to give a brief outline like what type of reports will be covered in the upcoming modules. Like we cover all these reports. We will be giving you the live scenario, like live examples, like how the process flows from one department to other department. As I told, PV is having different departments. So from first start, like how we receive the cases, how the case flows from one department to other department. When it comes to medical writer, what the report is to be called. So these all aspects and the content in the particular report, what does study protocol means, what does this IV brochures means, or like what it includes in a developmental safety update report, or like what it includes in the periodic safety update report. These all will be covered in detail in the module. For the career opportunities, if you are talking about the career opportunities, we can say there is a tremendous increase in the career opportunities for the medical writers. Currently, it is a booming industry in India, not only in India, in complete world, medical writing is the most booming industry because we globally, there are many drugs which are coming into the picture. The many drugs which are like clinically developed, the many drugs which are to be released into the market or which are released in the market. The medical writing job description is in such a way, since the molecule enters a clinical trial, though its complete product life cycle in the market, since initial to the end of the complete product life cycle, there is a part of medical writer who will be contributing this, writing this report or will be submitting it to the regulatory body. So in each and every stage of product development to post marketing, medical writer has a very crucial role. So I said, there is a huge demand for the medical writing, which has considerably gone very high in recent few years. As I told, there are many drugs which are upcoming in the market. So if you see, when you open your Google Chrome and if you search for what are the upcoming drugs in 2025, you will be finding more than 30 to 40 molecules from different MAH which are to be ready to be marketed very soon in 2027. So for all these 30 or 40 drugs or molecules which are to be released in market, so in its entire life cycle in the market, we will be writing its reports to say the benefit risk profile of a drug to the regulatory authority so that a medical writer plays a very crucial role. So this is where you do have the career opportunities. So it's like never ending process. Next, as the second one talks about like why, what's the reason? As I explained earlier, the reasons are many. Like many researchers have been conducted in the various fields now to develop the new drugs or to develop the medical devices and the various scientific documents that needs to be generated to submit to regulatory authorities during their approval process to the post-marketing and also in the post-marketing. So what you will learn in this course? So you will be gaining a comprehensive overview of TV and what are various, as I told, like there are various types of medical writing like in medical writing, we do have various types of report that needs to be drafted. We will be learning about all those reports in our upcoming modules. Like we have provided few given names, or like you can say few reports which we will be talking in depth in the upcoming modules. Things are like heroes, payers, pre-marketing reports such as PSURs. Apart from this, as I told, like we will be also talking about the clinical writing and also the scientific writings, and we will be explaining the scope of medical writer in detail. Like whatever I am telling currently, it's like only the outline part, but in depth we will be learning in the upcoming modules. So why, if you ask me like why we have to opt this course, so you will be having in-depth knowledge, understanding TV, and ensuring like how drug safety matters in the market, and like how the medical writer contributes for the drug safety. And you will also learn in depth how to prepare, review the report. As I told, it flows from one workflow to next workflow. So we will be giving you not only the theoretical aspects, will give giving the live scenarios there, explaining the live scenarios, like what will be the day-to-day responsibility of a medical writer, like how medical writer deals with each report, like what will be their timelines or due date that needs to be submitted to regulatory bodies, and like what are all the different types of report that needs to be submitted to different regulatory bodies. As I told, each country has different regulatory bodies and it has different guidelines. So how we are coping up with this all will be explained in this course. And also like you will be having the skill development, and you will be knowing the what are the various types of documents that are included in this medical writing, and like how you need to expertise, produce high quality reports, and like to meet the industry standards, like what all a medical writer can contribute. So these all we will be learning in this course. And also, like as I told, this will not be a theoretical class just explaining you like what contents we do have in this report. So we will be giving with the live scenarios. We will be talking in depth like how it flows from one department to the other department. Like in medical writing, what are all the steps you have in medical writing, from authoring to submission, the regulatory body, what various steps that needs to be taken care of, and from whom the inputs has to be taken. It's not like medical writer like himself or herself is the only one with just draft the report. No, we do have physicians, we do have clinical experts, we do have scientists who is involved in this. So like we will be all talking about different roles and responsibilities of different people who contributes for drafting a report, and like how the medical writer will combine all those into one document, meeting the regulatory bodies in compliance with the medical regulatory bodies, and following the guidelines, following the timelines for the submission and all. So this all will be you will be taken to all this point in the coming slides, or like you can say in our upcoming module. So, we will be talking about the career advancements. Like, if you are starting in medical writing or looking to specialize in TV or clinical research, this will help you to expand your skill set, boost your career prospects in growing field of medical writing. So, if one wants who are already practicing their careers in the pharmaceutical industry in different domains and want to change their domain into the medical writing. So what are all the skill set that needs to be required, that will be also provided in this upcoming module. As I told, we will be talking about the real phase scenarios. So this will help you to design your careers, or like this will help you to change your domain from one domain to the other domain. So as I told, the one who is taking this module is already a medical writer who's currently working in the industry. So this is taught by experienced medical writers, and you will be benefited from the insight and the practical knowledge drawn from the real world scenarios. As I told, like, this is not only the just theory class. We will be talking about the real world scenarios, like how what needs to be included in the document, so what guidelines needs to be followed, like how the template is to be drafted, what are all the sections, and how we will take the data to draft different sections in different documents. That all will be taught in depth by an experienced medical writer, so you will be having a great insight on all this uh, topic. So next, coming to the industry relevant content, the curriculum we have designed in such a way, it in the, we have designed in such a way that is in compliance with industry standard, and like we will be learning exactly what's required by regulatory agency. And like as I told, we will be taking you through different guidelines, like if it is like you are submitting the US, the FDA guidelines, we will be taking you through EMA guideline, what the guidelines suggest, and like how you have to adapt and books. So we will be taking you through all these documents so that a quality document is produced that has to be submitted to regulatory bodies. And you will be also having the personalized guidance with access to an experienced instructor, and you will be given the feedback, you will be given the guidance. And if you are a beginner or like looking to refine your expertise, like you will receive an expert advice that is relevant to your career goals. At any point of time, if you require any guidance, like how do you write a document, or like what are different guidelines, like where you can find these guidelines from, like how do you have to search for this, like if there are any career opportunities, like how do you search, like what are all the industries which are currently hiring. So all these personalized guidance also will be given by the instructors in duration course of learning. And like we will be focusing mainly in this module, like our focus will be on constantly marketing reports. As I do, like the complex reports which are involved in pre and post marketing, like PSURs, like this all will be taught in the upcoming modules. This is just a like outline which we are giving, tending to give you, so that like you understand what our course is designed for, like we can opt this course. So in order to make sure like you understand like what inside the module, this isn't just brief outline, like what we are expecting you, like what all the things which we can make you learn through this module. So who can take this course? All the aspiring medical writers, like be it fresher or like be it an experienced professional who wants to change their domain, all those are welcome to take this course. So if you see we are looking to break into the medical writing field, this course provides a fundamental knowledge, specialized skills you need to start your career. And like as I told, if you are already a working physician in upper mind and want to draft your career or like start your career with expertise in medical writing, yes, you can take this course so that like you will be having all the clinical expertise in writing a document. Yeah, thank you so much. So this is the brief overview which we wanted to give regarding our model, and like what all things we will be taught in the upcoming module. So that all has been covered, and thank you.